tell me your name?
Iain Macdonald.
Bit madam. Can you tell me a bit about how you became a crofter?
I became a crofter more so when I was around the age of 30. Before that I worked in Glasgow and I worked abroad.
Can you tell me the size and the scope of your crofting?
The crofting is just over 900 acres, and it's mostly sheep farming we carry on the holding, and my son Keith is now in charge of the croft.
Can you tell me if you are a full-time crofter, or do you work at any other job?
I am helping out in the croft at the moment, but on a part-time basis.
Perhaps could you say you were a teacher?
Whilst I did work on the croft, I was very fortunate also to have a part-time job teaching. To begin with, over in Bayhead, when it was a junior secondary, and latterly at Sgoil Uibhist.
Okay. Have you noticed any big changes in the weather here in your lifetime?
Definitely. When I was younger, and that's a good many years ago, the summers in particular were very sunny, warm, and much kinder than the summers that we experience nowadays.
Okay. What changes have you noticed in the wildlife on the Machaire?
Quite a lot of changes on the Machaire, probably because the crofters now have had to change the way that they have worked their crofts, in that in days gone by it was a lot of manual labour, but nowadays things have become more mechanised, and that has had an impact on wildlife in general.
Have you noticed any changes in the dunes on or near your land?
There is definitely soil erosion taking place alongside the Atlantic front where the sand dunes lie. There is also, I must say, signs of land being reclaimed along the seafront, but that is very, very minor in comparison to the major erosion that is taking place right along our coasts.
Do you think it has anything to do with the tides and the rising?
I don't think the tide has changed much, to be quite honest. I think perhaps the gales and the more windier, the windy weather has not helped.
Have any of these changes affected the way you manage your crofting?
As I said earlier, we've had to adapt over the years in bringing in more machinery. The islands have become more depopulated over the years, and that has also accelerated the use of machinery.
Is seaweed the main fertiliser you use?
No, we don't use seaweed, unfortunately, for fertiliser. All our seaweed is imported from the mainland.
Okay. What did you used to do in the past?
In the past, my dad and my grandfather and all the crofters around here made a lot of use of the seaweed, which is found in abundance on the shores.
Have you any ideas about what might be What might help crofting to survive future climate changes?
I think there is a future for crofting. It's just unfortunate that a lot of young people leave the island for further study, and not many of them come back. I think if there were more government incentives, that would enable the younger generation to become involved.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.